Wait, what? It's 2020 already? And with the new year comes new games to spend hours on. Now I considered doing a video on predicting January Direct, but I decided to guess on the entire year instead, because not much is known about it yet. I know of a couple of games, like Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal, but other than that, not much. I'll try to do it be as realistic as possible, but I'll also have to be a little bit out there because this is Nintendo we're talking about. So, let's dive into it. First off, I think this year is going to start with a bang with a direct happening mid-January to early February. Diff- Definitely somewhere in there. The direct, they will reveal the final fighter of this pack, who I think will be a Ubisoft character. As for which one, the guy from Assassin's Creed comes to mind, since I think he would fit right in alongside the other newcomers. But I could also easily see Rayman being announced instead. But he already has his spirits, so that could disprove Rayman. So I'm putting my rupees on Assassin's Creed, who will be released in February. Next, in no particular order, they will go over at least one new Wii U port, which will be 3D World and Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3 will be slated for April, while Super Mario 3D World will come in May. Super Mario 3D World will also likely be treated as if it's a new Mario game, with maybe a new character or two to play as, but otherwise basically the same. We will then get some sweet third-party games to fill in the gaps in the year, but most won't be too exciting except for maybe one or two. As for the first-party Nintendo games, it really could be anything. If Breath of the Wild 2 is coming this year, then we'll probably end on that note and give us the release date of 2020. They'll probably only give us a little more information, save the big info for E3. And for the sake of predicting, I'm going to say that does in fact come out this year, and will be the big holiday title competing with Sony and Microsoft's new games on their new systems. As for how Breath of the Wild 2 will be like, I think will be a bit more story focused, have better boss battles, more varied enemies, a new world to explore, and bring more traditional dungeons. I think that being combined with what Breath of the Wild already has will make it a big seller. The trailer will end with the reveal that is indeed coming in 2020. Another new Nintendo game that I'm putting my money on is Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3 will be like Splatoon 2, but with a new story mode, a bunch of new maps, modes, weapons, and gear, as well as a new gimmick. Splatoon 3 will be slated for a June release, because Nintendo likes to put their big new multiplayer games in June, as well as that possible tease on Twitter. Next, they will reveal a brand new Kirby game. This one will be a revival of the Kirby franchise. It will still be 2D, and will still be marketed more towards the casual gamers, but its whole gameplay and art style will be completely overhauled, while still staying true to its roots. This new Kirby game will be slated for July 2020. It will next reveal the Metroid Prime Trilogy, which will come out in September. Then the direct will end with one more thing, where they will reveal the next Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter, who will be Geno, who will come in May. After the direct, things will grow a bit quiet until March rolls around with the release of Animal Crossing New Horizons, which will be the best-selling Animal Crossing game ever and will tide everyone over until May. where 3D World Deluxe or whatever will launch and sell like crazy. It will also see the release of Geno. Next up, June. We'll see the release of Splatoon 3, as well as a new Super Mario Maker 2 update that adds Samus Aran as a playable character. She will be able to shoot, launch missiles, and roll into a ball. It will also be the month of E3, where we will get some more sweet info on some upcoming releases. The Direct will start and end on a Smash reveal, and they will come in July and September. The Direct will also go over some notable third-party games such as a Sonic Adventure remake, which will hopefully put the 3D Sonic back on track. The big thing of the Direct will be a real look into Breath of the Wild 2, where we will get lots of new info on the game, and the trailer will go all out, just like it did at E3 2016 for Breath of the Wild. The Direct will lightly touch on Kirby and Xenoblade, and slate Xenoblade for a December release. It will also reveal 2 new titles. The first will either be a big third-party exclusive, or a new Mario Plus Rabbids game, which will come out in August. The other big reveal will be a new Paper Mario game, which will be the Paper Mario game we've all been dreaming about, where it will go back to its roots and be a more like Thousand Year Door. It will still have a similar art style to Color Splash, but it will play a lot more like a traditional Paper Mario, with wacky and inventive scenarios and moves. Paper Mario will be slated for an October release. They will also reveal a couple big games for 2020 to look forward to. After June will come July, where Kirby will be revived and will be the best-selling Kirby game ever, and will be way better than Kirby Star Allies. As for what will make this Kirby different, it will ditch the 3D art style and instead go for a more hand-drawn cutesy vibe. It will be a bit more fast-paced and the levels will be more complex. And we'll have some awesome new copy abilities. It will keep the 4-player, but won't lean on it as heavily as Star Allies. July will also see the release of a pretty big third-party game, as well as a new Smash fighter. Next up, August will roll around and we will see the release of a new Mario Plus Rabbids game, or the big third-party exclusive game. It will also have the release of the new DLC for a game. As for which game, I'd guess either Mario Maker 2 or Splatoon 3. Then September will roll around and we'll see the release of the Metroid Prime trilogy, as well as the new Smash fighter. Then the September Direct will roll out, where they will focus more on some of the upcoming third and first party games such as Paper Mario and Xenoblade. Probably will only mention Breath of the Wild 2, since they don't want to give away too much. They might reveal a few third-party games, but nothing too big. October will roll around, and we'll see the release of the new Paper Mario game, and all will be right in the world. Except for the fact that Pikmin 4 will sadly not be coming this year. But nonetheless, Paper Mario will be a fantastic game, and will, of course, be the best-selling and fastest-selling Paper Mario game in the series. Other than that, not too much for October. Then will come another fantastic month, where Breath of the Wild 2 will be released for the holidays, and since the Switch base has even more players now than when Breath of the Wild came out, and despite the new Xbox and PlayStation, Breath of the Wild 2 will in fact outsell the original, and will be considered the better game. And finally, December we'll see the release of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which will outsell the original in the first week. And that's my prediction for 2020. Do you think my predictions are correct? What about you? What do you think 2020 will bring? Let me know in the comments below. It can be as wild or down to earth as you want. Also, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you can be notified whenever a new video comes. Thanks for watching.